Good afternoon, everybody. Alison here, and we are already on day 10 of 12 days of self-love gifting. We are racing towards that pinnacle day of this season, which is Christmas Day. I've got a question for you as we start off this video. I really want you to tap into the answer. But what are you really excited about? What are you most excited about today? What fills you with wonder and awe? What are you looking forward to the most? What are you hopeful about? These are such great questions that we can ask ourselves that will allow us to really bring that authenticness into these holidays. So start to build your awareness around the answers to some of these questions. So my name is Alison. I am the owner and founder of Revo Consultant, which is this page that you've landed on. I'm an emotional intelligence coach, trainer and facilitator. What I love to do is work with my clients, mainly in corporate, but I do also have private clients, around strengthening their own self-awareness. Because when we do, we magically start to be able to connect, communicate and collaborate with others with ease. And these 12 days is really all about just providing you with some time out for you. So much of this season is about giving to other people. So much of this season is about doing things for other people. And so these 12 days of self-love gifting are all gifts that we can give ourselves. And in addition to these ideas around how we can prioritize ourselves these holidays, I'm also sharing with you some of the tools and techniques that I use with my corporate clients that really help them to build that awareness of self, awareness of others, and importantly, awareness of the wider world. Today's gift starts to move from being only focused on self, and it starts to think about gifts that we can also give to others. Today's gift is that wonderful gift of sharing. And yes, this is the season of doing for others and giving to others. And I'm really inviting you today to consider that it's not so much about what you do for others and what you give to others, but today's gift of sharing is very importantly about the intent behind those actions. And this is why today is the gift that starts to build and inspire that authenticity. So think about when you are wrapping up your gifts or putting them under the tree or taking them round to the neighbors, perhaps when you're creating that meal that you're going to share with friends or family. Check in with your energy, check in with your emotions. What are you bringing as a side serving along with that gift? What intent are you sharing as you share that gift? Over the last 9 days, I've shared a number of different ways that we can actually start to build our awareness around some of these concepts and some of these ideas around checking in with ourselves. The first gift I shared the gift of magic. And yes, magic, because when we can tap into our inner child, when we can tap into that part of us that gets most excited about things, that is filled with wonder and awe, we really start to see ourselves as part of something so much bigger than where we are. Start to see ourselves through those twinkly eyes of that child. Those magic moments, really start to notice and appreciate them. These are clues to what sparks joy for you. And when we can tap into these magic moments, and when we allow ourselves to benefit from the gift of laughter, magically, whether it's a laugh or a snigger or a proper deep belly guffaw, magically we start to notice that other people might be laughing alongside with us. Bring your gift of laughter along with you these holidays and share that gift of laughter. When we laugh, it helps us to move away from the stresses and anxiety of feeling like we're stuck in a Grinch mode, and helps us to move closer to connecting with calm, connecting with compassion. And we know that when we connect with compassion and calm, we can connect, communicate, and collaborate better with others. So who are you going to share your laughter with this holiday? And one of the other gifts that we've shared is really the gift of happiness. Now, some studies have been done a couple of years ago. I actually forget who did these studies. I'll put it down in the comments. Where if you show up with happiness and demonstrating happiness, whatever happiness is for you, then the next person that you come into contact with is likely to experience happiness too. And in fact, their chances of experiencing happiness go up by 25%. The person that they then come into contact with, they don't even have to, this second person doesn't even have to have had any contact with you. But just because you have inspired happiness in somebody else, that happiness will inspire happiness in the next person by around 3%. Now, isn't that reason enough to tap into those emotions and feelings of happiness and bring that along with us during the holidays? So share that authentic self. Be yourself in whatever way that is meaningful to you. But we've got to do that inner work first, that building self-awareness. And we can build the self-awareness and boost it by practicing reflection. I shared reflection with you on Friday. You know, reflection really allows us to benefit from the gift of second chances. Reflection allows us to take advantage of those silver linings. And when we are reflecting, I encourage you to tap into kindness. We've also shared kindness over the last 9 days as a self-love gift. Because when we can tap into kindness for self, when we are spending time doing reflection and reflecting on our days that have gone, this kindness, self-kindness, really allows us to bring that full, authentic value and wonder of who we truly are into each experience. Because with kindness, it allows us to examine some of our blind spots as well as some of our strengths. And examining your blind spots means that we are growing, we are learning, and we are taking steps forward. Isn't that just the epitome of resilience and building that resilient mindset that we've all spoken about so often in the last 2 years? So what are you most excited about? I come back to that question that I asked at the beginning of this live. What are you most excited about? And what part of your most authentic self, are you most excited about sharing this holiday? I've given you 4 ideas around how you might tap into that authenticity. There are many more. You can look back over the last 9 days. And the beautiful thing about sharing ourselves and sharing our authentic self is it opens the space for others to do the same. And isn't that just the best gift of all over these holidays? Inviting others to show up as their authentic self as well. I hope you've enjoyed day 10 of self-love gifting. Today was the gift of sharing. We can look back on the last 9 days to tap into all the different practices that I've shared with you that will really support you and help you in tapping into that authentic self. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.